Hello, welcome back to the Diski Preview Show. Signing in is yours truly, Mr. E.
And I'm uThisha weDiski. We're back once again to give you our views, previews, and most importantly, predictions on the biggest soccer games taking place over the weekend.
Today we'll be giving you 6 predictions and we'll be starting off in Ivory Coast. Some call it Cote d'Ivoire, where Ivory Coast will be going head-to-head with Guinea-Bissau in a Group A encounter. That's AFCON. And the second game is in Group B. Egypt will be trading blows with Mozambique, and from there we're going to fly straight to Italy, where AC Milan will be playing against AS Roma.
Then we go to England, arguably the biggest league in the world, where we have, in our first game in England, we have Chelsea, who host Fulham. In our second game, we have Newcastle, who host the team in form, that is Manchester City. And last but not least, we have Manchester United, who host Tottenham.
And now let's take a look at our featured game. The first one, it's Ivory Coast. The Elephants, they will be going head-to-head with Guinea-Bissau. UThisha weDiski, Ivory Coast, I think they need to display a 5-star performance in this tournament, being the host country.
Yes, most definitely, Mr. E. Being host country, already pressure on its own, and people are expecting them to go far.
But the question is, do they have what it takes to win this AFCON final?
Most definitely. I mean, if you look at the squad, quality.
Yeah.
Mr. E. You have the likes of Traore, who are playing the trade in Italy. He's playing for AC Milan. You have Diallo. As much as he's not a regular at Man United, but he's still playing for Man United, he will bring in the experience. But you have Bamba playing for Celta Vigo.
But all those guys that you are mentioning there, can they match the class of Didier Drogba?
It's debatable, Mr. E, but it's definitely a good squad, Mr. E.
Well, certainly. Now let's take a look at Guinea-Bissau on the other hand. How have they played coming into this game?
Look, I mean, Guinea-Bissau is a small nation. They don't have much history.
Yeah.
For them being part of this tournament, it's already an achievement. So little is expected from them.
So should we expect an upset?
I doubt it, Mr. E. I doubt it, Mr. E.
Okay, uThisha weDiski doubts if there's going to be an upset there. And that leads us to the next part, whereby he's going to give us his predictions. Who are you going in with, uThisha weDiski? Ivory Coast versus Guinea-Bissau.
Ivory Coast, straight win, Mr. E.
It's Ivory Coast, straight win from uThisha. Stay tuned for more as we discuss nothing but football.
And if you're enjoying this video, please press the like button, and most importantly, comment and subscribe.
You are still watching the Diski Preview Show, and as we now take a look at the second game in Group B, that's going to be taking place in Ivory Coast. It's the AFCON finals. uThisha weDiski, Egypt is going to be playing against Mozambique. Are we going to be able to see Mo Salah in action?
Yes, most definitely, Mr. E. I'm sure it's still fresh in the Egyptians' mind that they actually lost it in the last game. That was the final of the previous AFCON, where Egypt lost against Senegal.
Yeah. But Egypt comes into this game or tournament being the most successful country in AFCON.
Yes, most definitely, Mr. E. With the players that they have, your Mohamed Salah, who's playing for Liverpool. You have El Nemi, who's playing for Arsenal. And then you have the local based players who are playing for Al Ahly and your likes of Zamalek. So it's definitely a great squad that they have.
So we definitely going to see a very good game, because Mozambique, on the other hand, are not a lowly ranked side. I think they've got the capacity to cause an upset on this one.
Yes, very much capable. You saw Mozambique in the qualifiers. They actually upset a lot of huge nations, if you can call them that. So coming to this game, heads are held high, and they're expecting to do a lot. But on the other hand, Al Ahly, or let me say Egypt, on the other hand, they won the AFCON. They won the AFCON.
Yeah, most certainly Egypt wants to win this one. It's going to be a very, very beautiful scene to see some of the small boys in Mozambique trading, or rather going shoulder to shoulder with the likes of Mo Salah. Now let's quickly get in to the predictions of this game. uThisha weDiski, is going to be the Pharaohs of Egypt, or it's going to be the Mambas of Mozambique.
I'm giving it to Egypt. Egypt straight win.
It's Egypt straight win from uThisha weDiski. Don't forget to stay tuned up until the end of the program, where we'll be giving you our final predictions. our next featured game. We will be taking a look at, or rather, we are taking a look at AC Milan. They'll be playing against AS Roma in the Italian Serie A match. Tisha weDiski, Roma, they'll be playing this game without the special one who received 2 yellow cards in the previous game.
Look, Mr. E, and to make things worse, they're facing a team in form. That's AC Milan, who are currently lying in third position.
Yeah.
So there's trouble for AC Roma.
Yeah, most certainly looks like it's going to be a big toll for AS Roma. But I think they'll be able to use maybe the technology to communicate with whoever is going to be in charge of the team.
Yes, definitely they can use that, but Mr. E, but it's not the same. It's not the same. It's better when the coach is just on the bench instead of being on the stands.
Yeah.
And already that's a motivation for AC Milan.
Yeah.
Knowing that the coach, the
special
father
one
of the team, is not there. For them, it's motivation enough. Watch what the likes of Giroud, who's the top goal scorer for AC Milan, and Pulisic, what they'll be doing in the game.
Currently sitting at position number 3, that's AC Milan. Do you think they have what it takes to win the championship this year?
Very much possible, very much possible. But one disturbing thing for AC Milan is that as much as they are scoring goals, they're also conceding. They've conceded 20 goals already this season. That's too much, Mr.
Yeah. Maybe if they want to win this championship, they will need to start fixing their backline because, 20 goals at this point in time for a team that is in position number 3, I think they can do better than that.
Yes, that's a lot, Mr. And remember, goal difference does count.
Yeah.
If your points are tied at the end of the season, it goes down to goal difference.
Okay, now let's quickly get into the predictions of that game there. It's AC Milan. They'll be playing against AS Roma without this special one. Is it going to be a special day for AC Milan now, Tisha weDiski?
Definitely. AC Milan is definitely going to win this game. AC Milan win.
Those are the predictions of Tisha weDiski. He's saying AC Milan is going to take away all the 3 points. It's time now to take a look at match number 4, where Chelsea, currently in 10th place, they'll be playing against Fulham. Tisha weDiski, Pochettino, is he the right person for this job?
If you asked me a couple of weeks back, I was going to say he must go. But now look at Chelsea, last 2 games, 2 wins. So I think Chelsea's back in form now. It's looking promising.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, yes, it's possible of doing good with Chelsea.
Yeah, most certainly he must do good for Chelsea because it's high time. I think they need to start picking up the points so that they can try and climb up the ladder.
Yes, very much time, Mr. E. It's a pity now that they're facing a stubborn Fulham side, a side that actually just beat the league number 2, that is Arsenal. So your Fulham also is in form. As much as Chelsea is in form, Fulham is also in form. So I'm expecting a hell of a game. Yeah,
most certainly. And taking a look at Chelsea, I think they've been busy trying to sign players during this FIFA break.
Yes, they're doing that, Mr. E. But I think with the squad that they have currently, it's a squad that is capable of doing well. You have experienced players like your Sterling, your Raheem Sterling. You have now your young guys who just came in, Cole Palmer, who's actually doing wonders at Chelsea. So it's just a matter of time for them to gel.
Most certainly, they need to bring the glory days back to Stamford Bridge. Now, let's quickly take a look at, or rather, get into the predictions for this game, Tisha weDiski. It's the Blues playing against Fulham, who's going to walk away with a bag of 3 points.
I'm giving it to Chelsea, Mr. E. Chelsea win.
And now let's go straight to St. James Park, where Newcastle United will be playing against Manchester City. Tisha weDiski, Manchester City currently easing its way to the top, currently sitting at position number 3.
Yes, Mr. E. I like how you say easing the way to the top. Man City, last 5 games, 5 wins.
Yeah.
And good news for the Man City fans. De Bruyne is back.
Wow.
Doku's fit now again.
Yeah.
Foden is in form. So now imagine the passes from De Bruyne feeding the likes of Doku and Foden.
Yeah, we have always known that Kevin De Bruyne to be a game changer. I think it's a welcome inclusion to Pep Guardiola's side when they meet against Newcastle United.
Most definitely. Imagine now if Haaland was also there. What would happen? That's fine.
By the way, he's currently injured with, I think it's a foot injury or something.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that he's injured. He's not available for selection for this game.
Yeah.
But big things are going to happen for Man City, Mr. E. Be on the lookout.
But on the other side, Newcastle has been known to be a very stubborn side, and it's not going to be easy to pick up 3 points at St. James Park.
Yes, definitely. Newcastle is known for spoiling the party. But now you look at the City's current form. Many players that are coming from injury who are back, and they'll be like to prove themselves. You know, they would like to show that the team has actually been missing out from their services. So yes, Newcastle do spoil the party, but I don't see them doing the same thing this time.
Yes, because I know Pep Guardiola, when he goes to play with Newcastle, he's got only one thing on his mind, and that one thing is 3 points.
Exactly, he's got that thing in mind. That's the 3 points, and the players have one thing in mind. That is to score goals. So I see a very high scoring.
It's going to be a very high, maybe over 2.5.
2.5 is little. 3.5.
weDiski.
3.5, Mr. E.
I'm going to put my money on over 3.5, and then we're going to come and talk about this on this show.
Definitely. Remind you.
If I lose, you're going to buy me lunch.
Oh, buy you lunch, Mr. E. And if they do the same thing, you end up buying me lunch.
No ways. I won't have money. You would have taken it.
All right, Mr. E. I see Doku scoring in this game. I see Foden scoring in this game. I see De Bruyne doing what he does. That's assisting in this game. So that's where the goals are coming from, Mr.
Okay, so it's going to be a high-scoring game. That's from uThisha weDiski. But now let's quickly take a look at the proper predictions for this game. I want to know where the 3 points are going. Are they going to go with Pep Guardiola, or are they going to stay and remain at St. James Park?
De Bruyne is going to give Man City the 3 points. So Man City is definitely winning this game.
Man City winning this game. Stay tuned. When we come back, we'll be taking a look at the other game at Old Trafford, Manchester United versus Tottenham. At the end of the game, or rather at the end of the show, we'll be giving you all our predictions. You're still tuned to the Diski preview show as we now take a look at the sixth and final match where Manchester United will be playing against Tottenham, and that game is going to be at Old Trafford, the theatre of dreams. uThisha weDiski. Harry Maguire, do you think he's having dreams at Old Trafford, or it's a nightmare so far?
Look, Mr. E, Harry Maguire. If he deserves an award, it's definitely an award for most improved player. I mean, he hasn't scored an own goal, I think, in over 3 months. So
we must say well done to Harry Maguire.
Yeah, he's really improving. But now, on the other hand, also look, if he's not scoring own goals, Man United are also not scoring goals.
So the reason why Man United is not scoring goals is because Harry Maguire is not scoring own goals.
Both ends.
But they'll be playing against a Tottenham team that also wants to solidify its place on that EPL league.
Look, I mean, if you're looking at stats, Mr. A, Tottenham are above Man United. You look at the log position, Tottenham is above Man United. You go to the goal scoring charts. You have Son there from Tottenham with 12 goals. You have Rickelson also. I mean, he's got 6 goals. And if you go to Man U, Mr. E, the top goal scorer is McTominay, who's actually on 5 goals. And then the rest, it's kind of, a couple of players, Garnacho, Fernandes.
But I remember last time they got the services of Benny McCarthy to try and help with the guys to score as the strikers coach. What happened?
Look, when McCarthy was there, he had the luxury of Ronaldo.
Yes.
Even Ronaldo wasn't as sharp, but he had the luxury of Ronaldo. Marshall was also playing regularly back then. So the strikers that they had back then are different to the strikers that they have now.
Currently. Yeah, most certainly, but it does show that they've been firing blanks, not scoring a lot. uThisha weDiski. The other person that maybe we need to take a look at is Onana. I think he's been making a lot of mistakes in those goalposts.
Look, I think people, they hate to love him more than love to hate him. Look, he has his mistakes now and then, but overall, he has saved Man United on a lot of occasions. And I think, Onana, if he had, I don't want to use the word proper, but if he had different minded kind of defenders, it would work for them. I mean, he's like your number 5. He's very good on the feet. He likes to play ball. So that's an additional defender for Man United. But they seem not to be using that for them.
Yeah.
In fact, it's working against them.
That's uThisha weDiski. They're giving us his thoughts about the game between Manchester United and Tottenham. Now let's quickly get into the prediction for that game. UThisha weDiski, I know it's going to be a hard-fought one between Manchester United and Tottenham, but who do you think is going to bag the 3 points?
I think coming to this game, Tottenham are definite favourites. Man United is home though.
Yeah.
So I say a draw, Mr. E.
Straight draw.
Straight draw, Mr. E.
So we're going to be talking about this one in the next episode, and it's going to be a draw.
It's going to be draw, Mr. E. It's going to be draw, Mr. E.
It's going to be a draw. Those are the sentiments of uThisha weDiski. And now let's quickly do a recap on today's predictions with uThisha weDiski. Let's start off in AFCON, where Ivory Coast is going to be playing against Guinea-Bissau.
Ivory Coast win, Mr. E.
The other game in Group B, it's Egypt. They'll be playing against Mozambique.
Egypt win.
In Italy, Serie A, AC Milan, they'll be hosting AS Roma.
AC Milan win.
Let's quickly go to the EPL, where Chelsea is going to be playing against Fulham.
Chelsea win.
In another game, again, it's St. James Park. Newcastle is going to be playing against Manchester City.
Manchester City win.
And at Old Trafford, Manchester United will be hosting Tottenham.
That's a straight draw, Mr. E.
That's a straight draw. Those are the predictions of uThisha weDiski. Do you agree with him or disagree with him? Let us know in the comment section below.
We have Pokebet codes available for the games that we've just spoken about. Simply take those Pokebet codes and go place your bets at any of our branches nationwide. Or if you're an online customer, simply take those Pokebet codes and place your bets online.
That's betting made easy for you by the Bonus King Betfred. I'd like to thank you very much for tuning into this week's episode. Until next time, all the best.
Once again, thank you very much for watching. I'm yours truly, uThisha weDiski. Don't forget to press the like button, and most importantly, don't forget to leave your comment and subscribe.